So the jury's come back with their verdict on the 2 counts of drive at police. They've come back with guilty. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into it. The prosecutor has pretty much immediately said that he likely is not going to be pursuing any further penalty. So extremely unlikely any jail time will be recommended. So the way that it works is the prosecutor gets to make recommendations on what he sees as a fit penalty. There may still be some evidence that is being presented on the other charges that the prosecutor has put on the case. There are 3 other charges. Highly likely that at least one of those charges will be dropped by the prosecution. And so, yeah, we're back at 2 o'clock this afternoon in court to hear what the prosecutor has to say, what his recommendations are, what charges they're going to drop. I think the other circumstances around this case will definitely go towards a very lenient sentence. So at the moment, we're not expecting any jail time, any good behaviour bond or anything for the charges that the jury have found him guilty of. And then it'll be up to the judge if there's any further penalties for the other remaining charges that the prosecution wants to continue on with. So yeah, definitely not what we were praying for, not what we were hoping for. And yeah, not much else to say about it at this point. There's still a lot of things to be determined. So likely the judge will go away and come back either tomorrow or Friday with his sentencing. And first of all, his judgment on whatever remaining charges there are, and then his sentencing on all of the charges. So, yeah, thank you, Marguerite. In God we trust. Yes, Paul. Well, we're all shocked, and Paul's attitude throughout the whole thing is that it's in God's hands, and whatever the findings are. It's what's meant to be, that kind of attitude. He doesn't hold any animosity towards anybody. A truly beautiful, beautiful man. So, we'll keep praying that sensibility will reign supreme with the judge in sentencing. And hopefully that's the case. So, give you an update after the 2 o'clock hearing to see what the charges are that the prosecution's continuing with. And then we'll have some idea of when we're likely to be back in court for the final sentencing. So the prosecution's pushing for a quick turnaround on that sentencing. I think mainly because he doesn't want to pursue any great penalty. So they have put him through so much already, haven't they? So pretty much that's what the prosecutor said. No further penalty because of what he's already been through for the last 3.5 years. Sufficient penalty, clearly, because it's been so traumatic for him and for his whole family, and his income has been taken off him from the truck. We were talking yesterday about how much it's going to take to get his truck back up on the road, assuming, of course, that he can get his truck back. That's another whole situation altogether. I don't think, it sounds like the judge doesn't get a say in that. So it's a civil proceeding to get his truck back. So, it definitely doesn't end here. Anyway, yes, he was talking about what work needs to be done on the truck to get it back on the road. The truck has been sitting out in the open with a broken window in the driver's side window, for 3.5 years, completely unprotected. There's bird crap all through the cabin. There's mice droppings, so the rodents have undoubtedly done a lot of damage to the electrical. The paintwork is completely screwed. There's rust in the roof. So yeah, Paul's conservative estimate is about $80,000 to $100,000 to get his truck back on the road. So hopefully our community can come together and help support Paul through that part of it as well. Yeah. Anyway, I'll end up there. Get back to you later. Bye.